You know what it is? It's Real 92.3, LA's new home for hip hop, standing up to racism and racial injustice in the black and brown communities. E-Rock is in the building. And ladies and gentlemen, here is the first quarantine conversation of 2021. And I want to introduce these two, two men right here that are obviously, on the path to success. They go by Earthgang. How y'all
What's
doing?
going on? What's happening, man? What's
What's
popping?
up? What's up?
Oh man, we here, inside the house, staying in the house and out the way, you know what I'm saying? But we're staying safe and healthy, it's a little crazy here in LA. And I mean, just like, trying to make the best of every day, like, and like I said, staying safe and healthy. How about you guys? You guys are where in Atlanta right now? Or
We in Atlanta, yeah, it's a little crazy here in the A2, man. So we doing the same thing you doing, just they saying staying safe and healthy, just chilling, staying out the way. You know what I'm saying? Getting the vibes right. Just finna knock this year out, man.
Nah, for sure, man. 2021 does look a little promising, though. Obviously, 2020
Right.
unprecedented year. We went through some things that we never thought that we would ever go through, like some once in a lifetime, things that we're just like, holy shit, like what the hell is going on, But it's all good, man. Hey, my man Brian Gaffey sent me the record, and I was like, yo, this shit is a hit. Options is out of this world. But I want to like touch upon things so people really get to know who you guys are. Let's talk about how Earthgang started. You guys both went to college together, correct?
Yeah, we actually went to high school together.
Oh, you also went to high school together?
Yeah.
And then you guys have been obviously recording mixtapes, putting out records, like, for quite a long time. Like, when was that? Like, when did that all start?
I mean, we was putting stuff on Bandcamp. That's like 2010, 2011.
Oh, wow.
And then, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was Bandcamp. That was for whoever would listen. And like now it's like, obviously it's come a long way since.
For sure. And you guys been doing this for quite a while, like we just said right now. And you have 6 albums out today. And you guys are also both Grammy nominated. Did that happen before or after the whole entire Dreamville situation unfolded?
A lot of the albums came out before, you know what I'm saying? Because the last album we put out is Mirrorland, if you're not counting Spilligion. So the last album we put out is Mirrorland, which is the first album we put out with Dreamville, the first official album. You know what I'm saying? Now the Rags, Robots, and the Royalty, that trilogy came out during the process of us, you know what I'm saying, getting to know Dreamville a little more, working with these guys more and more and more. But those are still like some of our very first projects, you know what I'm saying, meeting them. And then of course the Grammy noms came after all that, you know what I'm saying? Once we built that fan base up and did the tours and kind of just worked our fan base and continue to pour into them, like everything else began to show. Like people just respect the work ethic and people just respect the time that we put into it. All these projects that we've been putting out, the consistency, the quality, and the shows, you know what I'm saying, the performances. People love our performances. So I think all of those things start to come together and culminate into the nominations, into the accolades and the awards and stuff.
That's what's up. And like, working with Dreamville, that's got to be a movie in itself. Like, how did you guys both get discovered by J. Cole? Like, when did that all happen? How did that moment unfold? Can you recall and tell that story?
Yeah, we met Cole on tour. We was opening up for Absol, and it was a whole TDE run. So shout out to Top. Okay. Yeah, we was opening. That was early. We did that whole tour for free. It was the These Days tour, and that was the first time we ever went anywhere. First time we ever went on the road. Wow. And Cole came to the New York show, and he already, I guess, had heard us on the internet, and then he liked the performance so much that he was like, yo, just come hang out. You know what I'm saying? I got this crib, come record with us. You know what I'm saying? Just rock out. We just come up there and just like make songs. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll be on them, sometimes it'll just be us. We just up there recording, and then over time, he asked us about our situation. He offered us a deal, so it was real easy transition from that point.
And then like, so how is it like working with like Dreamville, J. Cole, and all the other artists at Dreamville at large? Like, how is that?
It's dope, man. It's like being.
Gotta be a lot of creativity, like a lot of creative energy going around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's super free flowing, super fluid. like being with all your cousins.
That's what's up. Who are some other artists on the Dreamville roster that we should look out for?
Luke.
Okay.
My boy Luke.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean,
Kaz,
Ari Lennox, Boz.
Boz is a movie. I was actually I was accidentally, I think, in a Dreamville video. They filmed it in Vegas when Cole performed at Hayes nightclub a long time ago. I was just like in the background. A whole bunch of friends like pointed me out. I was like, "Oh shit,
that's fire!"
Yeah, I was just in the background, but like, yo, it was like a clean shot of me in the background, man. I gotta show you guys that when we all.
You should make it your profile picture.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Yo, let's talk about the single, man. What exactly went into this record, man? Options featuring Wale. What inspired it, man? What was the process behind it? It's a hit, by the way, man. This is like one of my favorite records. You know,
thank you, my bro.
Like,
appreciate that. Thank you, my brother. The record, finally, it started off in 2019. We was on the road, and I just started the production. You know what I'm saying? Just like on the road, making beats, doing stuff like that. And you know, top of 2020, when the world shut down, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just was at the crib. Everybody was at home. You know what I'm saying? You start getting on your phone, calling, checking in on people, seeing how they doing, hitting the DMs up. And then, you know what I'm saying? But basically, the record is just like to let people know not to take folks for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all got all these people who rock with us and stuff. And if I'm choosing to rock with you, you know what I'm saying? This cool. You can take it or leave it. That's cool. But just don't like take people for granted and breadcrumb them, like they kind of say. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
facts.
You know, send a little emoji or send a little DM just because you lonely. Like, you really don't want nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop bothering me, man. You know? So where we wrote the record. Sent it to Wale, you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I'm rocking with this heavy, man. This is a vibe. And he sent this verse back in like 2 to 3 days, you know what I'm saying? And like he went on live with the song. And that's when the fans was like, yo, we need this. We want this right here, right now. And at the time we was working on the Spillition album, the Spillis Village project. We was still in quarantine working on that. And we was like, you know, let's let this kind of continue to like build up while we work on this album and then release it, you know what I'm saying, a little later on. So we had a couple other producers, Tommy Brown, TB Hits, Nami, Tane Runo. They started to work on the record also and kind of build the record up. And then, you know, we released it in December.
Okay. How was it working with Wale and everything? Obviously, you said, you know, he beat the track back like literally in 3 days and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, how was that experience?
I mean, it was cool, bro. It was hella humble, you know what I'm saying? Hella cool, like mutual respect. We already heard about him while we was at school, you know what I'm saying? Like, he put the DMV on heavy, put on strong for the DMV. And, you know, people at Hampton, a lot of people from the DMV went to Hampton, so they always, you know what I'm saying, was like, yo, Wale, rock with him. And he met us, the first time he met us was at the shelter, you know what I'm saying, in North Carolina with Cole. So it was just always mutual respect. And, you know, glad that we got a chance to link up on this one. This is our first one we got a chance to link up on, so it's fire.
It's a movie. It's a movie for sure, man. Like I said, man, I think this is one of those ones that's gonna put you guys on a path, man. When I got that record in the email inbox, I was like, yo, this is definitely a movie.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, you know, we touched upon it. It's safe to say that there is an Earthgang album coming out, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And then when you gonna give it to me first? You know, pause. But you know, like, yo, I need to get my answer.
Soon, bro. You got to talk to Night Train. You know what I'm saying? We know Night Train gonna find a way to
talk to Trizzy.
Yeah, Night Train
gonna get it.
I love Night
Train.
Night Train's such a good dude, man. That guy, like, so I've been in LA for like about a good 4 years, man. I'm originally from the Bay Area, man. I've been touring around the country as a DJ, and I actually shared a residency with him and Cole in Vegas. So I don't know if you've ever been, you know, with Cole in Vegas.
Yeah.
But like, you know, that was when me and him like really got to be, you know, close. And even like meeting like Ibrahim and Cole and whatnot, like, you know, we've really, you know, been able to put together a good relationship, like, you know, through that. Let me see, man. So I wanted to touch upon, you know, today's state of politics. And, you know, we have a new administration being ushered in, you know, being inaugurated on Wednesday. I feel like it's like, you know, a breath of fresh air that we've been waiting for quite some time. How do you feel about this new day in American politics that we're going to see unfold on Wednesday? Like, what is it to you guys? What does it mean to y'all?
Man, honestly, I just hope that this inspires the citizens, you know what I'm saying, who really understand what it's like to live communally and really to put every citizen first. You know what I'm saying? I hope this inspires us to continue to live and fully in what we believe in, not just on the voting day. You know what I'm saying? I hope that the representation of our country continues to look like all of us, not just a select few of us. And I hope that we just continue to put, you know what I'm saying, human beings who live in America first rather than money, you know?
Facts. And you both did
yeah,
some work.
I'm excited. I'm excited for.
Go ahead.
I'm excited for the new generation. I'm excited for like the people who are 18 this year and voted for the first time and where they're gonna take it and where America's going into the future. So yeah, I think this could be, you know what I'm saying, something better. Just because the people see the power of the voice right now, and to see it at a young age means it's gonna be indelible.
Absolutely. Like, you know, I feel like, you know, this generation of American politics has gotten everyone very politically and emotionally charged, you know, to where they're probably the most engaged. Like, this is probably the most politically engaged, you know, I've seen our country be, you know, in my entire lifetime, which is crazy. You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
you know, everyone really got involved. Everyone, just like you said, people are seeing the power of, you know, their voice. You know, I was told that you guys did some work with Stacey Abrams, correct?
Yes.
How was that? And what did you guys do? That's inspiring, by the way. I really want to meet her at some point in my life. So,
I mean, like
we
we
never
had
met
the
her in
opportunity.
person.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I said we never met her in person, but we did talk to her on IG. But she had us doing her you know what I'm saying, reach out campaign to fight voter suppression. You know what I'm saying, to let people know where they can sign up and how they can get access to putting their voice out there.
that's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, you know, I'm very moved, and you know, I applaud you too for really, like, you know, being engaged, you know, in just, like, you know, engaging the community with our political climate and how we can achieve change together. So, you know, kudos to you guys about that.
Yeah, man, we in this for everybody,
Fair
man.
fight.
Earthgang for everybody.
For sure, man. You know, it's tough to find people that really truly care. You know what I mean? A lot of people kind of, like, you know, look the other way or whatnot, man. But you know, y'all did something. Y'all really, you know, put your flag in the not even the dirt, but the pavement. You know, and really, you know, broke some barriers down. So definitely, you know, from me, a fellow American, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, brother, for sure.
You know, obviously we're in a
Appreciate
pandemic.
the state of Georgia, man.
Yeah, the state of Georgia did it for sure, man. You know, obviously this country's in shambles. You know, let's just be honest, man. It's a mess right now because of the pandemic and you know, our government's response. You know, I'm hoping that we can get past this sooner or later. But without live shows and concerts in our country, how are you guys staying engaged with your fans here, like, you know, in the United States? How is that?
We constantly releasing music, constantly releasing records. We had the Spielville record that we dropped. Now we're doing this options, and we about to drop this album in a bit, and it's gonna be very interactive. It's gonna be able to give people the opportunity to kind of like live out the record, live out the project. You know what I'm saying? In more dimensions than just listening to it. So that's the major thing for us, and also just getting involved in our community, staying engaged in our community in Atlanta, and inspiring
100%.
everybody else to get engaged in their community for real. Because I mean, if that's one thing the pandemic taught, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like, don't forget the power that you have when you step up and step to the plate in your community.
And when you do it together, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Strength comes in numbers, and I think that we've really been able to show that this year. You know, so you know, I'm at least proud of our country for that, for sure, and all of our other fellow Americans, you know, out there, man. You know, we said about how our country doesn't have live shows, but you guys just came back from New Zealand. You guys are out there for like a month. I'm sure you quarantined and whatnot. You know, I was told that there's like no COVID out there, something like that. But you guys did a plethora of you know, festival shows and stuff like that. Like, how was that? You know,
15,000 people.
Crazy.
Like, I'm like conditioned to look at crowds completely differently now because of the fact that, like, you know, like for a year, like, yo, we've been told, like, stay away from each other, 6 feet away, this and that, don't share the air. So it's just got to be weird coming from our environment here in the United States and then go to New Zealand. And like you said, Ian, like, you know, performing for 15,000 people during a pandemic, that's got to be crazy.
Yeah, what was super crazy was when we quarantined and then we got out on New Year's Eve and we went downtown. Wow. Yeah. And we went downtown to downtown Auckland, New Zealand. They got the Sky Tower, the fireworks, and it's the biggest crowd I've seen in a very long time. The whole city basically is just in one square, like one main street, kind of how like 6th Street is during South by Southwest. It was like that kind of vibe. Like it was everybody was on one street and just partying, bro. I was like, this is crazy, but they really don't have it out here. Like, it was crazy. Man. But they locked down early though, so.
Yeah, locked down early, you know, they probably had their shit together, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Definitely had their shit together.
So how was that, you know, going through that out there, being out there for a month and whatnot, celebrating New Year's out there, you know, there's no COVID. And then you came back to Atlanta, which is obviously super wide open. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we obviously have, like, you know, tons of cases everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like cases hiding under a rock, you know, and they're everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So how was that? Like, you know, was it like a culture shock to come back home and to be in Atlanta and be like, yo, what the?
Yeah, like, man. I mean,
I think it's still culture shocking me currently.
People still want to hang out, man. And it's a lot of people who not from Atlanta who just come into Atlanta to hang out because they know
it's open.
Yeah, because they know it's open. So it's like people still want to hang out. People still trying to do all this. I'm like, man, hey, everybody just sit the fuck down, man, and then we all can do this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we seen it. We been to the mountaintop, you know what I'm saying? We seen the promised land.
Y'all just came back from the mountaintop, you know?
We came back from the mountaintop. These are the 10 commandments. Number 1, sit your ass down. Number 2, wash your hands. Number 3, sit your ass back down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, bro.
Oh man, that's got to be crazy. Obviously, Los Angeles right now is really it's they're saying that 1 in 3 people have caught it out here in the county, which is a crazy statistic.
That is crazy.
It's a very crazy.
Yo, it's people in Atlanta that still don't believe it's real. Like, still think it's a conspiracy. It's like, bro, like.
Yo, I got family members that don't think it's real, you know, which is a very frustrating thing, and we won't talk about that, you know, because I know they watch these interviews and stuff like that.
Right.
They watch these interviews and be like, God damn it, why are you talking about me like that? I didn't at you. It's all good, you know. But you know, crazy. Yeah, LA is a little crazy right now, you know. I mean, like I said, you know, that's a crazy statistic that, you know, 1 in 3 have already caught it, whether you were asymptomatic or not. But you know, the fact of the matter is, like, yo, like, you know, it affects everybody completely differently. Like, you know, I had a friend that caught it. You know, he was fine, but his brother caught it too, and his brother was 10 times more healthier than him, but caught it worse. But they had the same amount of exposure. So
it's crazy.
It's wild, man. But you know, my heart goes out to all the people that were affected. You know, whether you lost somebody, whether you contracted it or whatnot, you know, if you're listening right now, my heart goes out to you, you know, and you know, just like you said, man, yo, follow the 10 commandments, you know, we're gonna get through this and we're gonna get through it together. So, you know, what's the first thing, or what's something that you both, Olu, I'll start with you. What's something that you both cannot wait to do when this pandemic is completely over and we get the all clear?
I just want to go outside, man. I want to be around people. I want to go to the clubs. I want to travel. I want to perform. Those are the main things that I want to do right there. You know what I'm saying? I want to see my people. I want to see my community. It's a lot of people that I haven't seen in a year, and they live a mile away, 2 miles away. You feel me? So, like, that's what I want to do.
Ian, how about you?
I definitely want to perform. I like that, especially just getting that little taste of it back in New Zealand just now. It charged me up.
Man.
I ain't seen my grandmother this whole pandemic. I called her a couple times, but I don't even want to trek. I don't even want to trek in her house with some COVID on my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to accidentally, you know what I'm saying? It's just my grandma. So I ain't been over there. I would love to see my grandma again. And yeah, I just want to be around people. I want to party, but I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, I'm trying to go to Mardi Gras. I'm trying to go to Ibiza. I'm trying to, like, go to a bunch of places around the world and just party, bro, for real.
You know, I feel like this pandemic has given us a lot of perspective and look at the things that even if we didn't intentionally take them for granted, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the number one thing I want to do, you know what it is that I want to personally do, and this is coming from a DJ that played in Vegas for 12 years straight, never missed a weekend. I traveled all around the country and whatnot. You know, I was I was in the trenches, in the thick of everything. But I'll tell you right now, the number one thing that I want to do is eat at a restaurant.
I was thinking that's a good one. That's in my top few steps.
Just eat at a
That's a good
restaurant,
one.
man. It's
Nah,
just,
that's a
like
good
I
one.
miss that, you
That's a
know.
good one. Like
Go out
go
on a
out,
date, you know.
go, yeah,
Yeah,
date.
that's a good one. That's a good
Go
one.
out with your peoples, all your boys at a restaurant is a fun thing. Also,
Yeah.
that's a whole vibe. And I feel that, bro. That's
Nah,
real.
for sure, man, for sure, man. So like,
I can't wait till the parties and restaurants.
hell yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's crazy because like, you know, I live stream a lot, you know, just like how Train does. And, you know, I remember I had this moment, this very revealing moment. Someone asked me in my chat, they're like, yo, what would be the most memorable moment like after pandemic that you can envision? And I think like, you know, one of the things was, you know, my mom, you know, she's never got to see me perform in like a Vegas setting, like having 1,000 people in front of me, you know, while I'm rocking the crowd and whatnot. And I owe my whole career to them. You know, my parents were great to me, you know, growing up. So, you know, like I think like, you know, that one moment that I can really envision is when Vegas reopens, you know, to the point of no restrictions, getting my residency back online and having my mom and my family at my side and just knowing that we got through this together because we did everything right. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
that's like,
That is what we need.
Yeah, man.
and
Yeah.
I know we covered a lot of positive things, like, you know, about like what we're going to do when this pandemic is over. But, you know, given the situation that we have, let's close it off with this. Describe the perfect 2021 to the people out there right now.
Hit records
Like that, and you guys got that already. So,
And
yeah,
back doing world tours.
okay.
World tours.
And
James Bond lifestyle, beautiful women, shooting the bad guy, all that stuff, man.
and for people to get back to work, man. I want to see people get back to work. I want to see people be able to provide for their families and feed themselves and take care of themselves. I want to see that.
Like, yo, at the radio station, we're all working remotely. I ain't gonna lie, man. I miss my showmates. I miss them all. You know, it's like I ain't seen them in like it's gonna be a year. It's gonna be a year in like, you know, a month and a half from now, you know. So, you know. Well, hey, Ian, Olu, I appreciate y'all. I promise y'all that like, yo, once the bosses give me the green light, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go very, very hard for you guys and do my part, you know, to make sure that Earthgang gospel is spread out here in the city of Los Angeles.
Thank you, my brother.
So,
I will come
saying, man? That's right. Earthgang right here on the Quarantine Conversation is Real 92.3, The Basement. Don't forget, man, stream that right now, man. Wherever you consume music, Options with Wale by Earthgang. It's out now. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Let's go. Appreciate you, bro.